What's going on, guys? It is the SMT, and in today's video we're going to look at a bit of an update coming out of the T-Mobile and Sprint merger. A little bit of political implication here. Interesting nonetheless. We've got a final plea coming from some of the states that are not necessarily part of the state opposition to sue and block the merger, but they are states that have their concerns about the proposed merger, and they are trying to reach out and make contact with the FCC to open up another comment period. So let's take a look at this update now. Thank you guys for tuning in to today's video here on the SMT YouTube channel. And what we're going to do today is take a look at this merger update. We'll see what's going on in terms of these discussions and what's been happening over the last several days. And in this particular story, not to say that it's any kind of like huge revelation of sorts, but I think it is a development that is interesting from the political side. So Democratic opposition is suing to block the merger. This is something that's been going on for several months. They've been banding together with other states to build a stronger coalition against the proposed merger. However, news out of the lawsuit currently, and this is from the lawsuit, to block the merger out of that camp, is that they're pleading with Ajit Pai, the FCC's chair, to delay the FCC vote. So a lot of people are wondering, why exactly are they trying to delay the vote? I've stated in several videos, and especially a couple of them very recently, that the DOJ and the FCC have made it very clear that the merger is good in their eyes. They've approved it on all accounts. The only thing that's really left to take place, since the DOJ has cleared it and approved it, is just the FCC needs to now. And that's just, it's a formality. There are 5 commissioners. 3 need, the 3 of them have to approve it, vote for it, and then it's cleared. Because the DOJ has already done their part and they've already approved it. So once the 2 sides have reached that agreement, from a legal standpoint, it's good to go. So the DOJ is already cleared. The FCC is the group that's left. 3 of the 5 need to clear. It looks like 3 out of the 5 will. So the facts are that the 5 FCC commissioners, 3 of them are in lockstep with the merger. Just to name them, we have Ajit Pai, he's the chair. We have the next 2, which are Brendan Carr and Michael O'Reilly. Those 3 are on board with the merger. The opposing commissioners are Jessica Rosenworcel and Jeffrey Starks. So that's kind of the breakdown and where it's at right there. Democratic senators, and this has to do with this story, Democratic senators want the merger to be reopened for the public comment before the FCC wraps up voting. But the FCC is about to vote. So senators from Minnesota, New Jersey, Massachusetts, and New York wrote in a letter to the FCC to consider more citizen feedback. I think a Rhode Island representative wrote directly to Ajit Pai. They're claiming lack of transparency in the merger review process. They're claiming antitrust, competition, and consumer protections. Now, keep in mind, this group that I'm speaking of is not the same as the group that is in the lawsuit to block the merger. So this is kind of like a separate entity of written letters that are going to the FCC. FCC spokesperson has said in a release statement, and this is interesting, the transaction has been pending in review for over a year, and there have been multiple public comment cycles, essentially saying we've already had open comment periods. I think it's gotten beyond that point. The time has come to vote was the last thing that the spokesperson said. So it looks like the FCC is going to go ahead and do their voting thing, and that document is going to circle and make its rounds, and that's pretty much it from the FCC side. It's all just a matter of time till this is all done. So this is currently where the merger is at. We've got the lawsuit to block the merger set for a date of December 9th. Looks like the things are going to get pretty messy politically, and nobody's really backing down at this point. We have heard that there are some internal discussions going on between Deutsche Telekom and SoftBank, the parent companies of T-Mobile and Sprint, trying to reach out and find a place where they can, negotiate with the lawsuit representation. There are a couple of issues with the lawsuit representation in that some of the states are not officially on the block. They haven't put in, I guess you have to put some bids to get in. It's all really weird, in my opinion. I don't know exactly what to kind of make of it for right now, but all of that will kind of get sorted out over the next couple of months in terms of like how many states are going to be on the lawsuit, and then what exactly is going to be happening in terms of a possible settlement. I would like to see a settlement at some point. May or may not happen. It looks like both groups are steadfast on just making this happen. I've thought over and over again that T-Mobile has looked good through all of this. They've appeared diplomatic in coming to the table, wanting to reach a settlement, and, you know, volunteering themselves to wait until all the litigation is done and then proceeding with the merger. But it is kind of problematic in that the merger is being held up right now. It puts Sprint, you know, consumers, T-Mobile consumers, Boost consumers, employees of Sprint, employees of T-Mobile. There's a lot that's going to be shaking out in all of this, and I would just like to see that it kind of just go ahead and, you know, we get some closure to this current, you know, merger proposal. So that's kind of where I'm at, and I just wanted to update you guys on this story. Give me your thoughts and opinions below in the comment section. Drop me a line. Let me know what you think of this. Maybe you've got some predictions on how this is going to play out. Maybe you've got some opinions on the way this is playing out. Anyways, go ahead and drop those lines, and we'll get it cracking in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you liked it, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe and bell notify yourself so you never miss an upload from the SMT YouTube channel. Also, if you'd like to get more involved with the SMT communities, we've got the Discord community as well as the Patreon for SMT. Links in the description box below. And if you'd like to support the SMT monetarily with a small or occasional donation, there's a PayPal link down below if you'd like to make those considerations. Many thanks in advance for those. So again, thank you guys for taking time to watch this video. More updates coming, more videos coming. So make sure you stay tuned here to the channel. I am the SMT, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.